Hi guys, welcome to my virtual mission. 514 miles around northern Scotland on this handy mountain bike we have behind us. It's all in aid of the St James's Place Foundation, and I'm representing 8 Wealth International. Today I'll be attempting to do the round the island trip, which is about 130 kilometres, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully it all goes well, and I'll be documenting the journey along the way. Okay, so this is me pulling out of my condo entrance. Pretty nice day, quite hot, and looking forward to the journey ahead, although I was feeling a little bit nervous at the time. I did wave back to the security guard there before turning left onto Newton Road and heading up towards Navina. Now that is a decent sized monitor. Riding along the Calang Riverside, on the right you can see the CBD, and this is alongside Stadium with the flyer in the background. Further along to the east coast, as you can see, beautiful day, quite quiet in the afternoon still, and you can see the ships in the background too. Now, further along the east coast, you eventually get to a route around Changi Airport, and it's just a long straight road, perhaps the most boring part of the entire journey. And I've speeded up this video because it just takes forever to get through, and it just seems to never end. So here's a speed up of that. Onto the north coast towards Changi Beach. Still a beautiful day. Can't wait to have a nice sit down in a second. Okay, finally made it to Changi Beach. A third of the way through. As you can see, a few planes flying past. Happy to be here 2.5 hours into it, so I guess in all it should take about 8.5 hours to complete around the island trip. So going well so far. We'll see how it goes. This is another sped up video riding through the north of Singapore. As you can see, it can get quite industrious around these parts, so a nice sped up video does the job here. Okay, so I've completed about 75 kilometers of the around the island trip. One thing I did want to point out was it's quite important to look after your body and nutrition whilst you're doing a long-term ride like this one. So I thought it was only appropriate to stop off and have a nice pint and a nice fish and chips. So cheers, thank you very much. Okay, I'm at Kranji, had 2 beers and a fish and chips. Don't really feel like riding anymore, but still a long way to go, so just going to do it and crack on. Mind over matter, as they say. Now this is along towards Yichugang, I believe, and it's almost like you're not riding through Singapore anymore. There's just one lane on each side, and it's almost like riding through Lincolnshire on a dark night. This road lasts forever and ever and ever, but eventually merges out into a 3-lane highway, which we're going to see in a second. And here we are. overtaken by some riders on some proper bikes there. And fast forward, we've now made it into Raffles Place. As you can see, a lot busier. And at this moment in time, I'm very much looking forward to getting around and going home quite soon. Singapore looks pretty good at night, as you can see on the left, Lau Pa Sat, with a Satay Street next to it. And then coming up to kind of the main central business district in Singapore. See bright lights. It looks pretty good. Okay, I'm not going to stop and do a commentary because I want to go home now, but made it to Marina Bay. Only about 10k left, so pretty excited to get home. It's been a long journey. It's 10 o'clock, so it's taken about 9 hours already. Nearly home. See you soon. Okay, one more because this is pretty good. On the way home, no handlebars. Don't do this at home. Goodbye. Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time. Cheerio.